welcome to the FIA World Rally Championship for 2020. The opening round, the classic, iconic Rally Monte Carlo. And we are 30 seconds away from the shakedown stage getting underway here. And there's the road order for you. Ott Tänak and Martin Ogier, our world champions, are kicking us off. Then it's Thierry Neuville, Ogier, Evans, Suninen, Lappi, Loeb and Rovanperä. A cast of many will join us throughout the weekend here at Rally Monte Carlo. Welcome along, everyone. We've waited long enough for the season to kickstart, and here we go. A few butterflies in my tummy right now. Is it the same for Ott Tänak, I wonder? Julian Porter joins me here in co-coms for our shakedown stage as we watch our current world champions off the line.
That's it, all new. You saw him just selecting first gear, the anti-lag or the launch control mode that was on the dashboard, on the steering wheel, just getting himself into it. But here they are, a new package for this season, and you know, it's nothing like leaving a winning team to join something else, is there?
Well, that's it. His success came, of course, with Toyota last season, but now he joins Hyundai Motorsports. New colours, new car, a lot to adapt to, of course, a lot of change going on, but a brand new challenge for Ott and Martin. And I'm sure expectation from everyone out there, everyone who's watching right now, is pretty high for our current world champions.
Nice and dry road. It's been sunny all day in Gap, and this is shakedown just out the back of the service park, so all pretty clear, all pretty nice. So it's a nice kind of way to ease yourself in, and we've discussed this all day, and I'm a big believer of this is the first competitive action. They've all been testing for days and days and days. They want to make sure they're fastest on this first bird. I'm going to put my pole in the ground here, and we're going to go, right, that's it. There's my flag, I'm quickest or I'm not quickest, and what's going to happen?
Julian's right. Every team has obviously spent days testing ahead of Rally Monte Carlo. Right now, as you can see from the shots that are out of the car then, the tarmac is dry where we are here in Gap. However, it's very mixed across the stages this weekend. There's ice out there, there's patches of snow. The weather could close in. So that is our shakedown stage right there. It's just over 3 kilometres in length, 3.3 Ks. It's been used for a good few years now here in Gap. So they are very, very familiar with it. And we should be hearing from our drivers at the end of the stage once they've completed this first run. But it's our first sight then of the cars this season and of the new collaborations between drivers and teams. And it's going to take us, I think, here in commentary, maybe a little bit of a while to get used to. I almost said he was with Toyota when I first saw him on the screen, Mr. Tänak.
I think there's 5 driver changes, isn't there? Evans, Rovanperä, Ogier, Neuville, Lappi. So yeah, lots to learn. And
Neuville hasn't changed.
Sorry, not Neuville.
Tänak?
Rovanperä, someone else. Tänak.
Have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. But it's going to be a fantastic event, as it always is. It is the biggest challenge that we have to offer here on the championship calendar, and it just so happens to be first up for us. Thierry Neuville then, and Nicolas Gilsoul.
Yeah, a lot is new, yes, a lot to discover, so yeah, it will be interesting, but so far so good.
Good to hear, thank you.
That's what we want to hear. So far so good. It's Hayley Edmonds who's interviewing at the stage end for us. We welcome Hayley to the team this year. Now back with Thierry and Nicolas. They were second here last year, remember. It was just, I think, 2.2 seconds adrift of the win. Exactly, it was so close last year. Will we see that closeness return?
I just want to see how this is going to play out between Neuville and Tänak. I just think it's one of the most fascinating battles.
Well, already with the social media videos we've seen from Hyundai, which have been fantastic. They've played on that potential rivalry.
But they can before actually a wheel turns. It's once this starts to roll now, this is when kind of splits might start to happen, you know. Hang on, I'm on the back foot, or I'm on the front foot, I'm not giving him anything, I'm not getting given anything, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play it, and I think it's brilliant. Yeah, some people say it'd be nice to have our top 3 spread through our 3 teams, but having 2 in a car, he's quicker than his teammates, and that'll be kind of like, right, that's it, we've done that job.
157.2 then for Neuville, which is 1.3 Ott Tänak on the opening run.
He's been with the team 2014, so he's got lots of experience with everything around him. But interesting, a lot of leaves being hoovered up and sucked into the air ducts. And that's something that could be just a little bit of an issue, overheating in longer stages if it continues to happen.
Let's hear from Thierry then, with Haley at the stage end.
Thierry, you have a huge advantage of knowing your car already. I mean, does this make you feel even more confident coming into this Rallye Monte Carlo?
No, actually, I think we are very confident, of course, that we have a good team, a good car. We have had some great results in the past year, so we're going to try to repeat that this year, and going to try also to bring back both titles for the team this year.
Good to hear, thanks.
There we go, that's the target for the season, and of course it's going to be they want to win the driver's title, they want to win the manufacturer's title. Now, Sebastien Ogier, Julian Ingrassia, six-time world rally champions, of course, not the current world champions, that is Ott and Martin.
As you were saying,
brand new colours.
Like I said, brand new colours, as you said earlier on. You wonder if he gets to like Park Ferme in the morning and goes, hang about, which one am I getting in?
Which
Three
car?
different cars in the last 3 years.
That's right, we've seen him with M Sport, of course, with Volkswagen, with Citroën, and now with Toyota. And potentially, from what he told us last year, this will be his final season in WRC, and he dearly wants that title back. Thank you very much.
Do you see him going back on that?
Oh, hey, never say never, Julian. You never know, do you? You never know what he'll feel at the end of the season, but he's got to get to that point.
Hang on. Here we are. Yeah.
Back in business. Mr. Ogier fastest through on Shakedown so far. Plenty more drivers to come. Welcome to everyone who's watching around the world. Hopefully you will be with us on WRC Plus or live this weekend to see all the drama play out here at Rallye Monte Carlo.
Just looking at the Toyota grills there. I think they're running this smaller mesh because there wasn't as many leaves stuck on the front.
If anyone knows about winning Monte Carlo in a different car, it's definitely you. So tell us, do you think the Yaris, with the Yaris, you'll be able to win the Rallye Monte Carlo?
Well, I think more or less every of the car WRC will start the rally should be able to win it, but it's a big point about managing the condition here, doing less mistake than the others, and let's see what we can do.
Thank you very much.
An incredible record for Seb. 6 consecutive wins, 7 in total at Rallye Monte Carlo.
Yeah, it's, here's another new pair. I think this is one of the big moves. This is bigger than Ogier moving. This is.
Well, it's the biggest move of his career to date. He's been an M Sport boy, Elfyn Evans, and now he shifts to Toyota with Scott Martin alongside him.
In some ways, you could actually say he by making this move, he's actually grown up. He's left the family to stand on his own 2 feet, and you know we've got 3 A-listers. Tänak, Neuville, Ogier. I think we've got an A- here now. I really do. I think now is the time for Evans to go from that B group into the A group. I really do think he's got that opportunity to win rallies. Look at this, oh, we're just over.
Yeah, but it's not a bad first run. And remember, it is the first run of Shakedown here at Rallye Monte Carlo. It is the opportunity for the drivers to get a feel for their cars ahead of the event itself.
See, all the photographers here on the left-hand side, they're all taking a photograph of the mountain in the background, which is snow-capped with the cars coming through. A lot more leaves on the front end of that car. That will be something we need to watch over the weekend of engines overheating.
Elfyn, brand new team, brand new car for this season. How confident are you feeling going into this 2020 season?
Yeah, nice feeling so far. Everything working well, so really looking forward to it.
Great, thank you.
Well, is it just me? Because it's so unusual to see him in any colour other than the M Sport colours. It's odd, it's refreshing. It's a good change, but it's so unusual. Let's head to M Sport Ford now then, and Teemu Suninen, Jarmo Lehtinen. I think an exciting season ahead for Teemu, given what he showed us last year.
I think for everybody though, I think there's huge kind of like potential for this year. We've had 3 amazing years with these cars, and I just don't see it getting any less, you know. Suninen last year at times was fantastic, you know. He's targeting, I spoke to him at Autosport International Racing Car Show, and he's thinking places like Portugal and Sardinia could be his best chances this year. Everyone expected him to say Finland, but no, Portugal, Sardinia is where he's thinking, when we get there, I've got a good chance. Engine upgrades coming for the Ford Fiesta later in the year, but I do believe from Spain to now there is a little bit more power than what they had. I think it's to do with the torque in the engine more than anything, but there is a small step, I believe. Now, if there is, it's being kept quiet, but then there's a big step coming. Is it for Argentina that the torque was?
It was, and there's been a lot of chat on social as well about that tweak, minor tweak maybe, between now and the previous season. The last rally we saw, of course, was in Spain.
From what I can gather, it's to do with the torque or something like that. And obviously, when they want to stay in a higher gear, be able to pull the car through the corner in a higher gear.
Talking with everyone on social media, hello to everyone who is watching out there, and thank you for sending us all the messages. Keep that up and throughout the weekend as well. Welcome along to Shakedown. Let's head to Haley now then.
Teemu, you already have one season in the Ford Fiesta WRC under the belt. Do you think this is a big advantage in comparison to maybe your other teammates?
Yeah, it's also, of course, easier when the team is same, but I think the car is easy to drive, so it's easy to get it used, so I think the gains are not so big.
Great, thank you.
Something when he said there about the car's easy to drive, Esapekka Lappi said when he drove it for the first time, he was like, this is so natural, so neutral, such a balanced car. And he reckons their setup after 3 days of testing, they were near enough 98% the same on the setup between him and Suninen.
M Sport Ford tweeting out a nice team picture ahead of Rallye Monte Carlo getting underway a little earlier on. And we see Esapekka and Jarno, of course, in the M Sport colours this year.
I think this is a good move for Lappi and Yanni Firm. I really do. I mean,
it was a tough season for them last year. There's no getting away from it. Now is the time to start building it back, building the pace we are used to seeing, the consistency from Lappi that we want to see.
We want to see more happy Lappi.
Absolutely, I think everyone certainly does, and he's got such an incredible talent. It wasn't able to be displayed to its best effect.
He struggled last year with the car. I mean, there's still 3 podiums there, but
yeah, no, he still had some great results with the car, but yeah,
when it
wasn't the best season for him.
When it worked, it was brilliant.
Absolutely.
And when it didn't, it really hit his confidence hard. And I think in this car, it's a very balanced car. It's maybe not kind of as knife edge as some, and he can then just start to mature into it and learn a lot. And I think, obviously, new colour scheme, the only team to massively, drastically change their colour scheme from last year. And thank God for M Sport doing that, because all the others are virtually the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Esapekka, hi, that was your first run of Shakedown here at Rallye Monte Carlo. New team, new car. How do you feel?
Really excited. I was shaking a bit, to be honest. Yeah, it's again a new adventure, and yeah, I'm like a small boy, you know. It's very exciting.
I think that's what I really like. What I find very endearing about Esapekka is his honesty.
Yeah.
If it's going wrong, he tells you it's going wrong. If it's going right, he tells you. And like he said, I'm shaking. And you know, they're human beings at the end of the day. You know, and it's nice, it's good to hear that emotion.
That positivity is really, really good.
Let's turn then to Sébastien Loeb, Daniel, Eleanor. It's always fantastic to see them here in Monte. We'll see them with Hyundai on 6 events this year.
Can't really tell this man or teach this man a thing about this rally, can you? I mean, been there, done it, got the T-shirt. checked out and then came back. I always remember when he disappeared for a few years and came back and was in the lead.
That was an incredible year. When he disappeared off for a few years, he returned to Rallye Monte Carlo and he was leading after the opening stage or the second stage, and he was shocked because he felt he was so slow.
But then he went off, didn't he? He knocked the rear wheel off. He came to the end of the stage, he goes, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's proper now, is it? And he didn't even look. He was like, oh man, it's over. But you know, 4th last year after 1 day in the car. We've now had 6 events, 6 months in the car. And I don't know, you can't write off. He was, with some bookmakers, 100 to 1 to win this rally. Wow, 100 to 1 for a 7-time winner. Those bookmakers hadn't obviously checked the stats from about 8 years ago. You know, they maybe checked the last 5 years, but not last 8 years.
And I think what's crucial as well is that he's seen this rally, as has, you know, Sébastien Ogier and quite a few of the drivers, in different conditions. And it looks like we are going to see quite a few different conditions out there this weekend. Tyre choice is going to come into play massively. It's all going to be about who can adapt to the current conditions as quickly as possible. Who's going to choose the right package? Who's going to be the clever driver? There's going to be some risks out there this weekend. There's no mistaking that. Who can handle it? Who can adapt to it the best?
Who can manage it the best is the thing, isn't it? 3.9 down at 2010. But yeah, managing it is good. I was speaking to some people who've been through the stage today. The sun today has melted quite a bit of snow, so the roads are wet. There's still snow on the road, but the actual, where the wheels and tyres go, is now starting to clear. But you go slack offline and you're into the slush on the outside. They reckon it could be slicks, but you go wide and you're in big trouble.
Oh, getting excited already. Let's hear from Seb. Studying.
Seb, last year you had very little time to prepare for this rally. This year, however, you've done the tests. Do you feel prepared for this Rallye Monte Carlo?
We'll see. I try to prepare as well as possible. The feeling with the car was good in the test, so at the moment everything is fine.
You know better than anyone what it takes to win this Rallye Monte Carlo. I mean, what does it take to win here?
You need to stay on the road with the tricky condition. That's the first thing. Then it's important to have the good tire choices, to be able to push hard where you can and to be a bit secure in some other places. So it's what we will try to do.
Great, thank you very much.
And we will be watching you, Seb, and we'll be watching this man making his WRC debut. What a huge step now then for Kalle Rovanperä, Janne Holtinen.
Won a rally last weekend in full snow conditions.
The Arctic Rally, yeah.
Gravel rally, but valuable time in the car for the pair of them.
I think a lot of eyes are going to be on Kalle this weekend, but he needs to make sure he gets through here. No mistakes is going to be the crucial thing. It's such a step up from an R5 car into a World Rally car. There's so many factors at play for him. He needs to keep it under control.
Yeah, I think so. And I think we're going to have, as you say, weekends where we're like, oh my word, this is amazing. And there'll be weekends of like, that was quite a silly mistake. But as you say, such a big step up, silly mistakes will happen.
It's going to be a learning process throughout the whole year, of course. There's our crew then at the stop line, Haley and Jonas, and let's hear from Kalle.
Kalle, you are the younger... Oh, sorry. Kalle, you are the young gun of this Rallye Monte Carlo. Could you just tell us about how you feel coming into it and riding with the big gun?
I feel excited for sure. It's a new car, new team, and it's quite a big step for us, but I hope it's going well.
Thank you very much.
Now we're wishing him the best of luck this weekend, that is for sure. Now we switch to Gus Greensmith, Elfyn Evans.
A smaller Gus Greensmith, 21 kilos, he's lost 21 kilos.
Insane. Well done to him though. He's been on a massive health program. He started losing weight, I think, in the summer last year, and good grief, there's hardly anything left of him. What a Rally Monte Carlo he had last year, though. Winning WRC2, his emotions were just out the window when he finished that event.
Well, last year, wasn't it? RovanperA went off in stage 1. So Gus, in theory, didn't have any competitors apart from himself, and that's sometimes harder than when you've got a competitor. He had to make sure he got through the rest of the weekend without making a silly little error. 3.3, I think that is the quickest M Sport, or second quickest M Sport, just behind Suninen. Okay, quicker than Lappi. Tänak 4th on the board at the moment.
Yeah, lots of leaves still in that grill. We can see where they've been hoovered up that section of stage, which is pretty much covered with leaves. It is certainly something to watch out for this weekend.
I like the crash helmet.
Gus, you just completed the first run of the shakedown of this Rally Monte Carlo. How did it go for you?
Yeah, it's a lot of work's gone into this year, so yeah, it's I don't know, it's hard to explain what it's like to drive these cars, and especially to drive them in Monaco. It's like it's been the dream since I first fell in love with rallying, so yeah, it's really special.
Thank you very much.
Nice words there from Gus. And not only has the car got a new livery, but so has Gus. That's some bright blonde hair for a brand new season. Takamoto Katsuta, Taka, and Daniel Barrett. You know, we've seen Taka in a World Rally car last season, not for every event, selected
Germany and
events.
Spain, wasn't it? Yeah.
A much bigger program this year, of course. He put some good building blocks in place last year, though.
Germany was great, finished 10th. To be fair, Spain, his position in Spain you can't look at. He was 39th because of a gearbox issue, remember, on Saturday morning when he couldn't get a gear. And they were playing that rally car twister, trying to select the gear inside. But his stage times when everything was running were more than respectable for someone with so limited experience.
Yeah.
Should be all right on tarmac, ex-Formula 3 driver, you know, he kind of knows what he's doing on a bit of tarmac. So let's see, but this is, as we've already discussed.
This is a nice bit of tarmac,
Yeah,
right?
it.
There's no snow or ice anywhere here.
I tell you what, that car looks very, very twitchy, though. Very twitchy. You saw there's a lot of work going on in there. It was moving around a lot, as if it was maybe a bit too stiff or something.
Let's see what Taka's got to say to us then.
Katsuta, you just completed your first run of the shakedown here at Rally Monte Carlo. Can you just tell us how it went for you?
Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm before season starts, so yeah, just thank you for all team guys giving me great opportunity again this year as well. So yeah, I'm trying to do my best, but I cannot forget get that experience for the future. So this is the main target.
Can you tell us a bit about the preparation for this season? Testing, for example, how did all that go?
Okay, actually we didn't have so much test. Only one day test in France, but yeah, this is the situation. I have to build up myself also, but in the future I can do more testing and then will be better.
Right, let's hope we do. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Do you know what? It's nice to see Taka's face, because I don't know if you caught the selfie that Sébastien Ogier took of them all at the Tokyo Auto Salon, but poor Taka's face is missing behind Sébastien Ogier's arm. Anyway, let's move now then into the R5 category and catch up with a very popular crew. That is Mads Osberg, Torstein Eriksson. Fantastic to have them back now for the 2020 season.
Again, they won a rally at home, didn't they, last weekend? On snow and ice, gravel rally, and first you see, yeah, it's big competition this year in WRC2. Hyundai bringing a team for the first time, two-car team, M Sport two-car team. Mads at the minute fighting them all off on his own.
Yeah, no, he absolutely is, but no better man like that. He's certainly got a huge amount of experience under his belt.
You know, Mads Osberg's not really seen as a tarmac driver, but his results here, I think it's like 3/4 places in Monte Carlo. It's not, when I was looking through my stats, I was like, Mads Osberg, 3-4 places in Monte Carlo. It's not something that you would kind of, if it was a pub quiz question, you would not put Mads Osberg in there, would you?
No, you're right. We've been here for all of them, but it's just when you're refreshing your memory, you're like, actually,
tell me
he has
which
done
driver
really well here.
has finished 3 times. You would not say Mads Osberg.
But then it's not, you know, what we would call a pure tarmac straight rally because of the differences, and he's very good at adapting and managing conditions. That's certainly been a strength from Mads over the years. Will it steed him well this weekend? We will find out. So the first of our R5 cars to come through within WRC 2. Let's hear from Mads then with Haley.
Mads, you've had a super busy past few weeks. You've been testing a lot. And of course, you've even had the time to take part in and win a home rally. So has that really kind of boosted your confidence for this season?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really nice start to the year, and it's nice to be back here to Monte Carlo as well. It's been a long time since I've done this event, so it's really nice to be here and just trying to get used to the tarmac now. I did the snow event just 5 days ago, so it's a bit, the feeling is a bit strange, but I'll get into it.
So how did the tests go?
Yeah, all the testing has been really good, and especially on snow, the car felt really, really nice. So also on tarmac, there has been done some really good steps with the car, so I look forward to doing this weekend and try to improve step by step.
Great, thank you very much. Cheers.
Now, what an opportunity for Nikolai Gryazin this year. As Julian mentioned earlier, Hyundai fielding a 2-car team with Gryazin and Ole Christian Veiby. And, you know, for Nikolai, we saw some real glimpses of flat-out pace last year. He was really dynamic. Yes, there were a few mistakes along the way, but my goodness, he could certainly pedal.
He's very, very quick. I mean, he won in Finland. Granted, Loeb went off whilst comfortably in the lead. But Gryazin is a big prospect. I think Nikolai's biggest issue this year, and that's depending on what his programme is a lack of seat time. Because the last 2 years, he's done about 30 rallies each year because he's quite well funded from the sponsors. He's done loads of rallies, loads of testing. This year at the minute, it's an 8-rally programme. I'm not sure what he's going to do behind the scenes, so to speak, but he is quick. He's an interesting character. I like him a lot. At the end of a stage, he either doesn't say much or you can't shut him up. But really nice guy, very quick. I'm intrigued to see how he goes.
Let's find out his thoughts then after the first shakedown run. A lot to take in this weekend for Nikolai.
Hi. A new season, new car. Just tell us about how the Hyundai feels this shakedown of Rally Monte Carlo.
Yeah, everything new for me. New car, new team. So not easy, but we try to do our best. And the shakedown, first run, really safe because it's too much dirt now, and you need to be clean and not overshoot.
Just tell us about how testing went over the last few days.
Testing went good, so just trying other tire compounds and just to understand how the Monte will be, because Monte Carlo is not quite easy, and you need to understand how to drive in each compound and each surface.
Great, thank you very much.
Yeah, wise words there from Nikolai, but as he said, testing has gone well. Lots to discover for him this weekend. And we're now with his teammate, Ole Christian Veiby, with Jonas Andersen alongside on the notes. And again, it's a fantastic opportunity for Ole Christian in this 2020 season. We've seen him really grow as a competitor over the past few years. Delivering good results, but delivering consistency as well, which is crucial for a driver to build. Julian talked about it earlier. It is an incredible lineup of R5 entries for this event. We're looking forward to comparing them all when competition gets underway on Thursday evening, and we hope you're going to join us for that. 2 stages to kick us off on Thursday evening. So Veiby just slotting in between Osberg and Gryazin there on the first run of Shakedown here at Rally Monte Carlo. We're up in the mountains. We're in Gap right now. but the crews will be heading down to Monaco itself tomorrow.
Oh, just like your teammate Nicolai, this is a brand new team and brand new car for you. Just tell us how this first run of Shakedown went for you here at Rallye Monte Carlo.
Well, for sure, it's many new things for this rally, and I have to say, feeling is good. I'm really excited to get started, and yeah, first run through felt okay, but as I said, yeah, it's some things to get used to.
Thank you.
Now, we talked about fantastic opportunities, and this certainly is one for Adrien Fourmaux. Joining M Sport for this season within WRC2. Last year's Rallye Monte Carlo, he was second in WRC2. It was an incredible performance from Fourmaux. Really did set the service park alight with the kind of times he was setting.
Droite dans ce point, start corde. 110 points, start corde. Dans gauche, dans 30 à fond ligne. 100 mètres. Frein, ciel gauche, 120 moins Mito. Ciel gauche, 120 moins Mito. 100 mètres. Gauche, 120
A lot to
moins
learn this year, though. He is the 2018 French Junior champion. He's come from the Rallye June program that we all know well now, with graduates like Ogier, of course. And there we go, there's his time just behind Osberg through there. So we'd like to know who you think is going to take the win in WRC2 this weekend. Let us know. And of course, you'll win in WRC as well. Let's go for a top three, why not?
Adrien, Rallye Monte Carlo, hi, how you doing? It's a rally that you know well. You had a good result here last year. Just tell us about how you're feeling coming into this edition of the Rallye Monte Carlo.
Listen, I'm really happy to be here. Honestly, it's a really good change for me to take part of this new season, and especially with the M Sport team. So I'm really happy to take part of this Shakedown. It's less dirty from the last year, so let's see for during the rallies, during the stage. Let's see.
Thank you very much.
So there we have it, the first of the action. Jules has just sprinted down from the commentary box to join us. Just over our shoulder, you'll be able to see a certain six-time world champion looking for his 7th, Jules, and he's just got the bragging rights. First run of Shakedown. You said it, you want to have your name up there.
Oh, he does, and he did it last year, you know what I mean, in Citroën, and he wanted to prove he was fastest. He did. He's come and done it here. You know, now it doesn't matter. He's just settled himself in. So he's just having a look around, talking to his... The reason why when we came online, I was having to just move out of the way because Kevin, the engineer, was whizzing down the side, but they were just checking stuff, but having a quick chat with his engineer behind us, and you know, all sorts of data going on, all sorts of information being passed, and it's just a whole new adventure for him. Massive.
And it's brilliant to see the service park this hyped as well. You can see all the people with their phones out, but there's a general buzz, as you would expect for the first round of the season. But the fact that it's January, the fact that you've had this amazing musical chairs of drivers to manufacturers, there's a level of anticipation for this year that is quite something.
It is quite something, and the thing is, as you say, this service park's a bit different. There's no barriers stopping the fans getting near, so they can really feel part of it and really get involved. And I think it's great, just watching Julian and Grasser in the background as well now getting involved. That's how much these lot want to be involved. They need to know what's going on. The jeopardy, the trepidation of what can go on is fantastic.
Well, we've only had a few kilometres of action, but this is how it stands at the moment. If that's something to go by, who knows after 4 days. But it is 0.1. Sébastien Ogier over Thierry Neuville. Elfyn Evans there in 3rd. Ott Tänak in 4th. Teemu Suninen in 5th, just ahead of his teammate Gus Greensmith in 6th. And Esapekka Lappi in 7th. There you go. You've got Sébastien Loeb just finishing off that top 8. So we have got a huge, busy 4 days ahead. I heard you, Bex, in commentary. We've seen snow. We've heard it's melting. There's so many changeable conditions, and this is what you've got in store. Remember, all the times that we give you will be local times here. So we will start things off tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and we'll go right through till 11:30, first and second stage, and then you can see Fridays, Saturdays, and we finish things off on Sunday at 1:45. Use those hashtags, get involved in the conversation. Jules, I think it was EP that said it and just said he's like a young boy, he's excited. You're the same, aren't you?
I am, because starting the season is always great, but to start in Monte with that, as I said, that jeopardy, that trepidation of what can go on, I just think is great. All the driver changes, like 5 people in different cars. I just can't wait. I can't wait for every rally, but this one, really, I can't wait.
Are you excited at home? Join us tomorrow at 7 o'clock local time. See you then.
Welcome to the WRC, the FIA World Rally Championship. Get access to exclusive content with WRC Plus, including more than 25 hours of live stream from every rally, real-time GPS tracking of your favorite drivers, thousands of thrilling onboard videos with various perspectives, and the largest video archive, including highlights and feature videos of the WRC. Get WRC Plus and follow the FIA World Rally Championship anytime, anywhere.